This is John Ashworth, principal at Greenbrier Junior High School, and I want to take a few minutes to show you the junior high data and trend data from the 2011 school year. I'm going to start out with the 8th grade literacy benchmark exam. This graph here shows the combined population over time. The far right is going to represent 2011. And you can see there that in 2011, our 8th grade literacy students combined population scored at 86% proficient advanced. The red line that you see there represents the state average from Arkansas. This is a graph that I like to look at. This shows student growth percentile. This is the grade 8 literacy benchmark. Growth percentiles. In 2011, again, that's going to be at your far right. It shows that 54% of our 8th grade literacy students showed positive growth from the previous year. This is our economically disadvantaged subpopulation from 8th grade literacy. In 2011, on the far right again, 78% of our economically disadvantaged students scored proficient or advanced. Again, the red line represents the state average. This is a stat bar graph showing a comparison with Greenbrier Junior High with the region and the state. It shows, of course, we want the proficient advanced, the green and the purple bars to be the tallest bars on our graph, and it shows that 86% of our students, as you heard earlier, scored proficient advanced compared to 77% from the state. This is just a comparison with the junior high combined population with the region and the state. Again, 86% proficient advanced. This is our 8th grade literacy benchmark. Students with disabilities subpopulation are showing that 28% were proficient and 4% advanced. This is our economically disadvantaged population from the 8th grade literacy benchmark exam in 2011, showing 78% proficient advanced. This is going to be some trend data that you see here from the Greenbrier Junior High and 8th grade literacy. Over time, the red at the very top is going to represent our combined population, ending with 86%. The gray bar that you see there is our free and reduced economically disadvantaged subpopulation, ending at 78%. The orange bar that you see there is the AYP percentages set by State Department of Education. Last year, the benchmark was at 75.81%, and next year it will be at 83.88%. Now we're going to go on to 8th grade math benchmark. Again, over on the far right is the 2011 data. 79% of the junior high students scored proficient or advanced in 8th grade math, and that's the combined population. And again, in the red, you'll see the state average there, right around 63%. Now this is the 8th grade math benchmark student growth percentiles, showing on the far right side, 2011, 62% of the 8th grade math students showed positive growth from the previous year. This is our economically disadvantaged population in 8th grade math. Far right hand side is going to show 2011, 71% of the free and reduced population scored at 71% proficient advanced. This is a combined population from 2011 stat bar graph with comparison to the region and the state. We like to see the green and the purple portions to be the biggest portion of our bar, and especially the advanced portion there. We were at 38% compared to 25% from the state. And this is just an overall comparison with the combined population with the region and the state. 79% junior high, and the state average was 63%. This is the students with disabilities subpopulation 8th grade math benchmark from 2011. And this particular graph shows our 8th grade math benchmark, economically disadvantaged, the proficient advanced combined with 71%. This is our trend data over time from 2002 all the way to 2011. The red being the combined population for 8th grade math students, 79%. The benchmark was at 73.45%. Our economically disadvantaged students were at 71%. Now we'll move on to Algebra 1, 2011. The Greenbrier Junior High with combined with advanced and proficient, we're at 92%. Very proud of that. Felt like they did a very good job, especially with the advanced portion being at 51% with comparison to the state at 38%. And that's a combined population proficient advanced in comparison to the region and the state. Algebra 1, students with disabilities, our special education population, showed 53% were proficient. We didn't have any that were advanced. This is our economically disadvantaged population. Proficient advanced were at 85%. This is the trend over time. On the far left side is going to be our 2011 data. 92%. Previous year was 88%. Showed some positive growth there. And this is our Algebra 1 history. Again, the red is going to represent our combined population, ending with 92% in 2011, 85% for our economically disadvantaged. The benchmark was at 73.45%, and our special education population 2011 was at 53%. The junior high for math is actually a combination. The state looks at a combination of our Algebra 1 students and our 8th grade benchmark students. And this represents the combination of both of those that the state looks at. Our combined population was at 85.8%. Our economically disadvantaged population 78.7%, and our students with disabilities subpopulation ended proficient advanced at 47.5%. And that is going to conclude the junior high data, and thank you for your time.